All right, we're at SHOT Show with Matt. It's good to see you, man.
You too. 2023. We're doing things again.
That's right.
Yeah.
I felt like it was just not too long ago
Yeah.
that we were in a different country,
Yes.
back in Japan,
Yeah.
and now
It
we're.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you caught all the videos that Matt did. If you have not, click on the card above. There's a playlist there. We're gonna call it Matt's Greatest Hits.
I'm down with that. Sounds good.
Done.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about some new products today, stuff that you've maybe seen on our social media, but we want to show you guys again some of the cool new stuff from LayLax. First thing, let's talk about our CNC hop-up chambers. So these two are our new CNC hop-up chambers. I know you've seen this one.
I was gonna say
on the last trip, but this is the new, the new hotness.
Okay.
So this is the same one that we did, that you know and love, this Elite Series CNC hop-up chamber, but this is for the VFC spec.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So the great thing about this is the rear nozzle is just any standard VFC rear nozzle. You don't have to change anything.
Right.
So let's drop it. And then the front end diameter is designed to mate perfectly with our EG barrels.
Well, the thing that I loved about the original was that you simplified it.
Yeah.
It's a very technically amazing hop-up unit.
Yeah.
But whenever you get into really high quality, high performance hop-up units, there's a lot of testing about, well, what nozzle fits and how am I going to get this to work? And so you guys have taken all of that out of the equation and made it compatible with a really wide range of things. But obviously, one hop-up unit doesn't cover everything. So going with a VFC spec unit covers that remainder and gives people with specific cases, like for VFC, an option that incorporates all of the design principles from the original, but still uses LayLax hop-up buckings and nubs, and of course, your amazing barrels that are still incredible. So I'm excited to see that. When's this coming out?
This is already out.
Oh, well then.
Yeah, this is already out. Came out officially at the end of 2022.
So right after I left.
Yeah, right after you left.
Cool.
Yeah, we had to wait till he had to go.
Yeah, they showed me,
so we can do this
half
again.
of it. Yeah, okay, cool.
That's awesome. So let's talk about this one. This one not a lot of people have actually seen. So this is the Scorpion Evo Rapid Handguard.
Okay.
So one of the big complaints that I've always heard about with the Scorpion Evo was the fact that changing batteries was a pain in the butt.
Yeah.
And then you always lose that little spring from the charging handle.
Oh yeah.
So we have eliminated that issue by making the bottom portion of this removable.
Oh, so the charging handle remains in place?
Yes, the charging handle remains in place. There's a pin here, right, that you can pull out like so. And then the bottom slides off.
Slides off.
So now you can fit up to like 11.1 lipos right in the bottom here. This also works with the 7.4 Titan battery.
Sure, okay. So it's actually more space than a standard Evo.
Way more space than a standard Evo. Any long type 11.1s would fit in this.
So like buffer tube style batteries.
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. So you'll see a screw, some 3 screws here on the base for this expansion port. We built this because for future expansion, if you have like 11.1 Titan batteries, we're able to then maybe create a longer one to put there, so you can facilitate that.
Yeah, and you've retained M-LOK compatibility.
Yes,
and extended the Picatinny rail segment.
That's right.
So you still have all of your attachment capability. And I gotta say, the Scorpion Evo is mostly polymer.
Yes.
It's nice to see the inclusion of some metal, especially when you're mounting accessories. A little bit more durability, and certainly, a much tighter fitment in terms of like locking accessories on. Yep. That's really cool.
And the barrel shroud, it just fits in right there.
Sure.
So it's a really
so now your
easy
barrel,
installation.
does your outer barrel lock this piece down? Because you know the outer barrel threads.
Yep, that's right. So the top part is locked into the outer barrel. So the only thing that's removed is this bottom portion. So all you got to do is take your cable and run it to the bottom, and then you're good to go. You no longer ever have to remove any of the rail at all.
Great, yeah. Is this already available?
This is recently available.
Okay.
And because we had a final few design things that we need to finalize, which is more packaging than anything. You know how, people, we are.
Yeah.
We're very stiflers about the process.
Yeah.
So yeah, we made sure that, Scorpion guys out there, you got some love with this guy right here.
Yeah. If I learned anything from traveling to visit you guys, is that because you're limited on FPS, accuracy plays a much bigger part than it does here in the States.
Yeah.
And when you have a product that really gets you much smaller groupings at much better distances.
At a
you
much
have
lower FPS too.
Yeah, you have a distinct advantage over everyone else on the field.
That's right.
So, can these be used as long as you make changes to keep the FPS low?
You can use these wherever you want, honestly,
Right.
because the great thing about our CNC Elite Series hopper chamber is it comes with 2 buckings. Right. So our Promi Purple, you know you love it, and our blue one, what we did in collaboration with you guys. Right. Our firm type. So that one is ideal for people who are using 380 to about 420, 410 FPS on 2.8s to about 3.6s to maybe 0.4 gram BBs. So anywhere else in the world.
Right. Well, kind of where here most stock guns arrive.
Yeah.
So you don't have to make any changes to make to get all of that functionality.
If you want to get that real pinpoint tight grouping to really maximize what your gun can do, really, you put one of these in there, swap out your barrel for one of ours, and then before you even add any electronics to it, you will already see a vastly noticeable difference.
Yeah.
You're going to see an FPS increase go up from average about 5 to about 8. That's just normal out of the box.
Just better seal.
Yeah, just right away.
Yeah.
It's immediate. And then you're going to see your BBs fly straighter, more consistently. You're going to see less wobble downrange, of course. And if you play CQB, it's even better.
Oh yeah.
You can hit those really, you can keyhole and you hit those really tight shots in those windows.
Yeah.
So that's something that I would definitely recommend. I run this in my MPX, and yeah.
Okay, so we've got internals, arguably internal upgrades. We've got external things coming. What is that?
This is if LayLax ever had a black project,
like a skunk works,
it would be this.
Okay.
This thing has never seen the light of day until today.
Okay.
Until this show. We have never debuted this product. This has only stayed in our R&D room. You've seen the R&D room, right?
Yeah.
This thing has only lived in our R&D room since about September.
Okay.
And we don't talk about this outside the office because we know that a lot of people are looking for something like this.
Right.
Now, for those of you watching who don't know what this is.
The form factor looks very familiar.
Yeah. This is a HPA M4 magazine adapter for high kappa.
Yeah.
That we're making is going to be made in Japan.
Yes.
So the first thing that means is the quality, it's quality and reliability that you can count on. Mm-hmm. We go through just painstaking lengths to make sure the air seal is done right, how it's going to look. Do we come with the magazine or not? Do we just come with the base, the base here? There's still a few things that need to be finalized, but the shape is pretty much set.
Right, okay. Now there are design features here that kind of echo some of the upgrade kits and grips that are available for high kappas from the LayLax lineup.
That's right.
So I like that nod because it's like you can have one kind of contiguous design.
That's right.
When it comes to HP, so more and more airsoft indoor CQB play is benefiting from the short barrel of gas blowback pistols.
Yes.
Right, so we're seeing more and more indoor games kind of center around that play style. The trade-off being you got to reload really often with pistols because you only have 25 to 35 rounds in a high kappa, right?
Yeah.
So depending. So this solves a lot of that by giving you an M4 magazine.
That's right.
I assume it feeds via a mid cap.
Yeah. So it's anything that is like standard M4AG spec, right?
Okay.
So TM spec magazines, anything that's that spec, you pop it in, it'll just work.
Right. And this is designed to be used with an HPA regulator, HPA rig.
That's right.
So any of your existing HPA fittings are designed to work
Plug
in
and play.
conjunction with this. Cool.
Yeah. So one thing that you're going to notice right away is this is not a 3D printed product.
Yeah, molded?
So this is injection molded.
Got it.
It was a decision of ours really early on that this is going to be like a higher end premium product.
Sure.
And if you want a premium product, it's got to look and feel like a premium product. Right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, so that's one of the first things I went into. The second thing is all the angular designs. You're right. It's very our LayLax design language.
Mm-hmm.
And the final thing that's going to happen on this is we're going to be putting some of our logo and designs on it, right? So if you've seen like our soft goods, like our tactical jacket, some of our arrows and stuff like that, that's silver silk screening.
Yeah.
We're going to do some of that on this thing.
Oh, cool.
Kind of spice it up, give that cyber look that, you know, people know us for.
Yeah.
So that's going to come with this. Whoa, earthquake.
That's the trouble with filming in the middle
That's
of a convention.
So yeah, so this is going to be coming hopefully sometime this year. So yeah, are you excited, Mr. Matt?
I'm excited that we're getting more functional pieces for a growing segment of airsoft.
Yes.
Personally, I still like reloading.
Me too.
But I love that you guys are taking something that is incredibly popular and giving a more durable, more fashionably, like more cool looking option to a growing segment in airsoft, because it is a community of a variety of different ways to play. So I think it's really cool that you guys are expanding into even more, kind of unfamiliar territories for LayLax.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, it's like we have a lot of respect for the people who are in the game and been doing this for a long time, right? Like, and we're not out here trying to be like, oh man, look at us, we're gonna do so much better. It's more like, well, we see that there is a segment in the market that we feel like we can improve, and we can kind of give it our Japanese spin.
Yeah.
And this is kind of our offering in that a Japanese design and made, HPA adapter system, designed with people in America and in the West in mind.
Yeah.
So
now I'm gonna throw a curveball at you.
okay.
This is for a high kappa, and that's great. But high kappas are not the only pistols that are used in airsoft.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're gonna I was asked this question like 5 times the other day.
Nice, okay. Starting with this one.
I think this is gonna have to be the starting point.
Yeah.
And if it does well, and we believe it will, and if you guys really love it, then the next one would naturally be like a Glock.
Right. Do we have an ETA on this?
This one will be coming out sometime this year.
Oh, okay, cool.
And as soon as it's ready, you'll know.
Yeah.
I'll drive it down to you.
Awesome. Well, thanks for bringing all the new. I'm a little saddened that I didn't see them when I was visiting.
It's okay. This is the only one you didn't see. So
yeah. Well, no, I didn't see this either.
Oh, true. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. Once this is ready, I'll personally deliver it to you.
Yeah.
Knock on the door, be like, I'm looking for Matt.
Well, I'm excited for this stuff. Hopefully, you guys are excited too.
Yeah.
It sounds like all this stuff's coming out already this year, or it's already available. So stay tuned to our social media and our website so you can pick on up for yourself.
That's right. And until the next episode, guys, I'll catch you next time. Matt, thank you again.
Yeah. Good to see
Always
you.
a pleasure. See you later.
ご視聴ありがとうございます。新商品やパーツ組み込み動画はこちら。
And if you guys are looking for cool gameplay and entertainment content, don't forget to check out our international channel right here. Don't forget to subscribe. Yay!